So we're up hiking in Mount Revelstoke National Park, and we had an easterly wind and the visibility was fantastic. And now it's gone round to the south, and look at the smoke, the haze behind us. So things in the Alpine can turn quickly depending on the smoke and the wind. So this is all about emergency preparedness and having all your stuff together when crap can happen. And the wind has changed, and if you look over here, check out the smoke that's rising up from the valley floor. I don't know how far away those blazes are, but this was absolutely crystal clear this morning. So knowing that, it's like, okay, got to make sure my batteries are charged, the car is full of fuel, and we have water. So here we are. There's actually ash falling from the sky. So I think the fires are still a way away, but it's nice to have the BC net on, just with my little 7 amp hour battery. And over here, I've got the DX Commander mast set up with the radiating element coming down, with the 16 wires going into the bush there, but they're somewhat elevated. And it's really good at a drop of a hat. I can go from 80 meters, 40. Waterfall is full, but if I have to, I can go down to here. I can go down to the AM stations. So there we go. To check the local news, what's going on. So guys, for emergency preparedness, it's pretty cool. Have your radio set up, especially when ash starts falling and you can see the sky is somewhat pink and orange in colour. The air does smell like smoke, but just knowing that we're prepared. Alright, g'day mates, how you going? Simon, VA7BIX. Alright guys, I'm in the West Kootenays of British Columbia, and I'm sure for a lot of you, you're probably saying, well, where on earth is that? Well, let's say that British Columbia is probably bigger than the whole of Europe, and we're basically way over in the eastern part of the province or state. And some of you may be also aware that we've been having an extreme fire risk, and today the top temperature is only about 34, 35 degrees. And I'm actually using, ironically, check this out. So I'm in my little, I've got my little, I guess, an insect-proof to an extent tent, or canopy, if you will, just with the roof. But then I'm using my one of my fractal tarps, because that's west-facing and the sun is blasting in there. So just to give me a little bit of a respite from the sun. So guys, I've compiled a bunch of videos while I'm here, and the premise of today is what happens if there is an emergency. So to give you an idea, I have no cell service. See my phone right here? All you see is the battery at the top. I have absolutely zero cell service. And you're probably going, oh God, he's going to do another video on WinLink or something like that. But I'm not. I'm actually going to do a quick one on SOTAmat. But what I'm also going to do is just get you prepared. Let's say you're in the outback, or in the outback, or you're in the wilderness of British Columbia or Europe or wherever you may be, and there's an extreme fire warning. And guys, I'm going to be playing a lot of video. Sorry, I haven't shaved for a few days. You're going to be seeing a lot of video of the smoke that we've been seeing. And last night it was pretty insane. Ash was actually forming on my radio and the chairs and everything else. So we know that fires are near. And Jasper National Park, which is probably several hundred kilometres from us here, have just been evacuated. It's a mandatory evacuation from that national park. And tomorrow is going to be when the lightning comes in. So the big risk is here that this whole place is going to absolutely explode with fire. And it's just like tinder. It's so what's the word? Everything is an accelerant. It's so dry, so hot, and everything is just ready to go kaboom. So we're on like an extreme fire alert, if you will. And what I'm going to do, guys, I'm actually going to, so I'm not going to be sending an emergency to my friend Wes, and I want to say a huge shout out to Wes, VA5MUD, Mr. Mudd's ham radio time. G'day Wes, how you going, buddy? It was great to meet you the other day. And I'm also not going to be sending an emergency out to my daughter. But what I am going to do is I'm actually going to spot myself with no cell service, as you can see, through SOTAmat, and we're going to spot ourselves on a POTA park, and this is actually an ATNO park, and I'm at Martha Creek Provincial Park, which is about 22 kilometres or 14 or 15 miles north of Revelstoke, the town of Revelstoke in eastern BC. And what we're going to do is I'm going to spot myself on POTA using the SOTAmat app, which you'll see here. And we're going to call CQ. I can't yell, I'm in a campsite with lots of people, so I have to wind in. I have to go like this. I cannot be going woohoo, woohoo, like my usual self. So we're going to be controlling that just a little bit. And what we're going to do is just see basically how quickly I can set an antenna up, show you what I'm using for an antenna, and just show you that if the fit hit the shan, you could get out and be heard with a minimal antenna. I'm using an Ethernet cable antenna today, along with the DX Commander mast. I've got it basically fastened to the canopy that I've got over me here, and it's just been sitting there. And I fold it, and I've been actually having a lot of fun this week playing FT8. So I'm just going to show you guys, and basically the great thing is I'm actually in a valley, and I'm going to show you the topography of where I'm at. And you'll get an idea of, okay, so it's not ideal. I'll show you north-south. You can probably see behind me. There's mountains, but I'm going to get you out of the tent, give you a quick topographical overview of where I'm at. And what we're going to do is we're going to spot through SOTAmat, and let's see if we can make some contacts on POTA, and that's pretty cool. All right, here we go. I'm just going to take you down here and just show you sort of the topography of what we're dealing with. So basically we're looking north right now. And if you look to the north, you can see that it's, this is called the Revelstoke Dam, and it's been dammed at each end. It's used for hydroelectricity, and so the topography is not ideal for ham radio, but as you know, we're in a campsite, and that's basically south that way. The dam runs north-south. So I've got the radials pointing sort of south. And you want to go, if you're setting up a radial antenna system, guys, you really want to set it up so you're pointing sort of towards the maximum bang for your buck. And for us here in British Columbia, pointing them south and southeast is probably the best. South of us is California. And what I've got here, I've just got my little B&C connector. There are the 16 radials of 8 feet 9 inches. That I've just got tied to a little deciduous tree there, and here is the radiating element, just the 17-foot wire, which I did a video the other day on, and here is the wonderful DX Commander that I've just tied off to the picnic table that most campsites provide you when you rent a space, and I've got it just extra mounted to the bracket of my canopy, and then there we are in there out of the sun. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to raise this up. I know it's resonant for 20 meters, and I also had it resonant for 15 meters. 20 meters on FT8 is really good. So we're just going to quickly get on the air, see if we can make some contacts on 20 meters, and take it from there. All right, guys, here we go. I'm just going to have a quick look on SOTAmat. So you load this up all before you come out, guys. So there we are. So I know that Martha Creek is 3788. There we go. and all of it. So what you do is you download the database, you can pick park, and it's stored it, it's cached it. So that's the local, that's 14247. So what we're going to do is go here, 14247. Just go down here. Here we go. So that's telling everybody that I'm on at POTA Park, Charlie Alpha 3788, and I'm on frequency 14.247. I'm holding down the push to talk, and I'm just going to hold it on, and it tells you, see the little description below, click to stop, 2 left. Last one. So guys, I was actually in SSB that time, so I wasn't even using data, because I think you only use the data for maybe for decoding, so I don't think it really matters. So let's see if anybody heard me now. Alright, so now we're calling CQ, POTA, on 14247.
Whiskey Alpha 2, Sierra Lima Hotel. QSL, thanks for the 5-9. You're 5-8, Southern Indiana.
This is Victor Alpha 7, Bravo Indy X-ray, QRZ.
Kilo Delta 8, Charlie X-ray, spot.
Holy smokes! Sorry guys, I can't be my usual woohoo and yell because I'm in a campground, and but I did hear a park to park on that. Kilo Delta 8 Charlie X-ray. Adam, how you doing, buddy? Come on in.
Doing real well. Thank you very much, Simon. You're about a 5-7 into my park. US 6776.
QRZ.
Kilo Zulu 4, Charlie Papa. Kilo Zulu 4, Charlie Papa. You're 5-9 into Kilo Yankee. Over. Back to you, Simon. Roger. 5 and 5, Simon. 5 and 5.
Woohoo! Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much, mate. I'm sitting here sweating like crazy. It's about 115 degrees and in a very smoky Rocky Mountains. QSL, buddy.
Oh, that sounds miserable. And yes, your spot came through SOTAmat just fine. Your spot came through just fine, right?
Oh, fantastic, mate. Well, you're going to be on my next video saying that, buddy, because I'm just doing a little video on how when all else fails, because I have 0 cell service. QSL, buddy.
Yes, sir. It came through perfect, man. Rack them up. There's a lot of people calling you, man. Have a great night.
Victor Alpha 7, Bravo Indy X-ray. Woohoo! Had an Atno, QRZ.
Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Bravo Delta. You're sounding good yourself here in Indiana. You're 5-9 too.
Bravo Indy X-ray, QRZ. Bravo Indy X-ray, QRZ. This is so cool, guys. So the SOTAmat worked. Look at this, I'm all sweaty and bearded. Oh, feral. The SOTAmat worked.
Kilo Mike 6, Mike Apple Foxtrot. Yeah, Roger on the 5-9. Have fun out there. Keep the woo down. Don't make anybody mad around you. 7-3.
Oh, mate, do you know how hard that is, buddy? It really is hard. All right, guys, well, there you go. So this has been a fantastic little exercise. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. And this is just a 101 of emergency preparedness and just thinking ahead if, you know, particularly if you have no cell service, and we all love to camp in summer, and if there is potentially an evacuation, you've got a way to be heard. You can send messages out to your family. You can make contacts with other hams who could pick up the phone, call 911 or whatever. And the other great thing too about a radio like the 7300, I was able to put this on 160 meters on AM, and then I was able to tune down in AM into the AM band. And at night time, because of the because of the atmospherics, I was able to hear AM stations for many, many hundreds of kilometres. In fact, we're probably 650, 700 kilometres from Vancouver, British Columbia, and the news the news station was booming in from there. So always a good thing. So you can always turn your ham radio into an AM receiver at the bottom end below 160 metres, and all you need for that is just a long wire. Just get your long wire up and there you go. Okay guys, I've got to run. Hit like and subscribe. Your support fuels my passion and helps keep the inspiration alive. All right guys, have a great day, and 7-3. Woohoo! Show us your face there, buddy. There he is. There he is. You gonna go up? I know, it's cool. So here we are. It's blowing an absolute gale outside. Antenna, whoa! It's all going everywhere. And meanwhile, I've got a pile up going on over here. Crazy cool.